Okay, I know you guys are going to want to see how I do this, so here's the tofu, 19-ounce container, plastic container. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out and drain out the liquid. Okay, I had drained as much water as I could. Alright, now when you flip it upside down, make sure you put it over the sink, okay? Because you don't want your cutting board flooded. Alright, here we go. So here's a block of tofu. This is how tofu looks like, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut it across in cubes and cut it the other way across in a cube. You'll see. So it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. They're about ½ an inch for each slice. Here you go. Now I'm going to turn it so they are in cubes, okay? Well, here's another way. You know how it's kind of long? I'm going to cut it across, okay? So they're more like in cubes. Okay, it's cut across in half now. So now I'm going to go the other way and cut them in cubes. So this is how they look like. Little rectangular cubes. Looks like a little Lego toy. Like a cube, okay? And they will expand when you do boil them. And tofu, when you make soups, you want it cooked, okay? You don't want to eat raw tofu, but make sure you cook it. And it tastes better too. See? They're all in cubes now. See? So I'm going to transport that. So here we go. I'm going to transport in container and pour it in. So the garlic and ginger, I could smell it in the kitchen now. Now I'm going to transport the tofu because it needs to cook and it's going to expand, okay? It's going to poof up. Alright, I'm going to bring my camcorder over. Alright, here we go. Another side, I'm just cooking my jasmine rice, so I gotta do a video and show you guys how to cook the rice again. Because I did do a tutorial video how to prepare rice and how to cook fried rice, you know. But I need to do another separate video though. Okay, here's my tofu, 19 ounce. Be careful, don't let it splash too much on you. I'm gonna add some more water in soon. So I'm gonna turn it back up to medium high, okay? Because I need it to start boiling again. Okay, it's on medium high. And I'll add some more water in later, okay? Because I just want to show you my tutorial of cutting. Some people like to see me cut, or they just want to see how I cut it, you know, to get an idea. Okay, so the 3 tomatoes I'm going to show you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's my 3 tomatoes. Well, I always cut the butt end off, okay? The tail end. The stem butt end, cut that off. Same thing. Throw it out. And I normally cut my tomatoes like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, because you're just going to throw it in the soup anyways. Just so they're in bite size, you know. Easier to eat. Make sure you turn down, Brandon. I'm recording.
I did.
You better go turn it down more. Go turn it down more. Or else you go turn it off. No, turn it down a little more. It's still here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put it into this container again. Transport the tomatoes. Okay, now here I have my green kale here. And I'm going to chop extra kale and I'm going to store it in the refrigerator, okay? So whenever I want to eat, when I'm ready, that's when I'll put my kale in fresh as a garnishment, okay? Because if you put it in with your soup right away, it's going to overcook it, it's going to turn yellow and brown, it's going to look kind of gross. Your soup's not going to look very appetizing or fresh anymore, okay? Because when it overcooks, it's going to spoil. So here we go. Trim off the butt end of the stem. So this is what I do. I cut across like this, and then I cut it across like that to get it broken up better. Alright, so I'm going to turn it over a bit. Now I'm going to cut across the other side now. And then you can cut, and right as you go, you can cut it back and forth, side to side, you know, to break up the leaves so it's not such in a big chunk. And it helps trim down the stems down to little pieces. So it's easier to eat when you have them in soups or stir fries. There you go, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is fine. See? You'll see how from a big stem down to like this. That works great for me. Ken, quiet. What are you yelling? So there's that. Alright, now that's there. We're going to come back to the eggs now. We're going to use 8 eggs for this big pot right here, okay? So my eggs are right here. So I'm going to get out a bowl. So you see my tofu? The soup's kind of overboiling. I gotta turn it back down now, okay? I'm gonna turn it back down low. Okay, now back to the eggs. I'm gonna use 8 eggs. All right. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay, now before I start putting the eggs in there, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, as you can see right here, I need more liquid, okay? So I add more water and bring it to a boil, and that's when I'll put the eggs in. So, well, in the meantime, for now, as you can see here, all you have to just poke at the egg just to break it up. It doesn't have to be perfect, and just go like this, because we're making egg drop soup, okay? Sorry, jet lag knocked this over. Okay, so leave that aside for now, the egg. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some water, and we will continue. for the next video.